Hi, welcome to our channel, Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin letting go of the myth of control and learning to design through growth. There is a story we are told growing up that if you work hard, follow the rules, and make all the right choices, you will arrive at a good life. That story makes us believe that life is linear, predictable, and within our full control. But real life is never that tidy. It's filled with unexpected twists, surprising turns, closed doors, and new beginnings. The truth is no one can fully control their life, and the sooner you let go of that illusion, the freer you become. Designing your life is not about control. It's about creating space for growth. It's about building the resilience to adjust and adapt as life shifts. It's about dancing with what comes, not fighting it. Take the story of Pharaoh, who had always wanted to be a journalist. He studied hard, built his career, and finally landed a dream job at a magazine. Just a year later, the publication shut down. He felt crushed, lost, unsure of what to do next. But instead of collapsing, he took a pause. He remembered that what he really loved was telling human stories. So he began a podcast, interviewing everyday people, and over time built something even more meaningful than what he lost. That is the heart of life design. You don't just make one plan and hope it works forever. You keep learning, you stay curious, you keep building, you respond to the present rather than clinging to the past. Growth is messy and beautiful. It often looks like trying something new, getting it wrong, feeling uncomfortable, adjusting, and trying again. That process builds your capacity to handle change, to recover from setbacks, and to see failure as a teacher, not a punishment. Think of Nina, who opened a cafe in her hometown. She poured her heart into it. But after 2 years, she had to close due to financial struggles. She could have let that be the end, but she reframed it as a powerful lesson. She realized she loved the creative process more than the business side. She took those lessons and began working with other small businesses to help them bring their ideas to life. She found a new path by embracing the lessons of the old one. Growth also means being willing to unlearn old stories like "I'm not creative," or "I'm too old to change," or "I always mess things up." These stories are not truth. They're thoughts shaped by fear or past pain, and they can be rewritten by new actions, new experiences, new beliefs. You don't need to be fearless to grow. You need to be willing to act with fear still present. That is where strength is built, in showing up even when you doubt yourself and saying yes, even when you feel unsure, and staying kind to yourself, even when things fall apart. Growth also means surrounding yourself with people who see your potential, not just your past, people who remind you who you are when you forget, people who celebrate your progress, not just your outcomes. There's a story of Jody, who spent years doubting her artistic talents because a teacher once told her she wasn't good enough, but one friend kept encouraging her to share her sketches online. Slowly, strangers began responding with warmth. Her confidence grew, not because of a certificate, but because she kept growing through doing. When you stop trying to control life and instead choose to collaborate with it, you begin to design with grace. You begin to trust the process. You begin to believe that even if the first version of your dream doesn't work, another one will come alive in a way you couldn't have. Imagine designing your life through growth means you get to evolve. You don't have to stay the same. You don't have to fit into old definitions. You can change your mind. You can change your rhythm. You can outgrow relationships, jobs, beliefs, and patterns that no longer serve you. And every time you say yes to growth, you're building a life that is not only beautiful, but honest, a life that reflects who you really are, not who you were told to be. So let go of control. Let go of the pressure to get it perfect. Choose curiosity over certainty. Choose learning over fear. Choose forward over frozen. Because the best version of your life is not one you plan in a straight line. It's the one you grow into with every step, every fall, every rise, every lesson. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.